Welcome, welcome. This is another episode of The One Where. Okay, so in this instance, there was a situation where the timelines for appeal procedures was exceptionally tight. So in this instance, what happened is the customer came to us and said, oops, we got this document from the customs authority and we don't know, we need to respond to this. How do we do this? We have no idea. And we looked at that and saw that they're so close to lapsing the timeline. And we were like, serious, this is, you have 30 days to respond and you've already wasted 2 weeks. So within 2 weeks, we worked our butts off to say to the customer, listen, the only way to do this is we need immediately all of these documents, and then we would be able to draft your defense and submit it through the appeal procedure, so that the case doesn't get thrown out and you lose. So ultimately what was incredible was the customer did immediately provide the documentation. Obviously, we worked overnight to keep on making sure that all the evidence is written down in the case, that all the justifications are there, that the timelines are met, and the documentation went in on exactly 1 day before the timeline was hit and the appeal procedure was met. What is really, really important, guys, is before you operate in a market, know the appeal timelines. It's very important that as the trader that you should stick to them, because it builds your precedent. It builds your case. In the event that you don't stick to your timelines, the authority always have the right to say, but sorry, you missed the timelines. Now, please do know that the authority very rarely sticks to any timelines. And there's not much you can do about that other than trying to take them to court. But if you want to make progress, it's basically make sure you meet your timelines. That means that you keep on meeting the procedural requirements and know the timelines. Some countries have a 7 days timeline. Some countries have a 10 days timeline. In this case, there was a 30 days timeline. But know your timelines. Make sure your operational team knows the timelines. Make sure your compliance team knows the timelines. Your legal team knows the timelines. So that in the event of a dispute, in a 7-day timeline case, make sure you have defense documents prepared before. In a 30 days timeline, you can draft the documentation, but you need to know what you're talking about to be able to do that really quickly. And you need to know what documents you need. So this is what you need to do next time you're in the one where there is extremely tight timelines. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.